Be Logan and Lennon Heck. How are you guys? Look at,
Logan's. How are you, Logan?
Batman.
You're Spider-Man or Batman?
He's Batman.
Batman.
Come on.
Okay, this
Norm.
is Logan.
Yep.
And this is Lennon.
Logan and
So
Lennon.
if he's Batman, you're
Superman.
yes, Spider-Man. And well, I'm my favorite Spider-Man. So, are either one of you guys ever Spider-Man?
No.
You're looking at me like I have two heads.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Superman and Spider-Man.
You're both?
Yeah.
Well
Wow.
played.
Miley Beth.
Okay, let's talk about Logan and Lennon here. As you can tell, they're very shy. They don't
are
like to
shy.
talk a lot. They're twins, and they were born 7 weeks premature. Is that correct, Mom?
I don't know if he's going to let me use the microphone.
It's the red one. It's his favorite.
Yes, 7 weeks early.
You got to share with Mom.
I am.
Okay, all right. So they were born 7 weeks premature,
Yes.
and they required, obviously, when they're 7 weeks premature, they require immediate and ongoing care from the neonatal intensive care unit. How long were they in there?
So we spent 21 days, which actually did cover Christmas for us, so that brings
remember
back
this,
some
yeah.
memories
I
for
remember the
us.
story, yeah.
We spent Christmas in the hospital, and that's an amazing experience, though, with the nurses and all the staff that we
No,
had.
I don't know that I've ever asked this. As long as we've been doing this, for a family that's here and they have to be here for Christmas, what does the staff do?
Well, the boys get dressed up in some really cute Santa Claus outfits. I don't know who donated the hats, but we had left for a little while, and when we came back, they were wearing some knitted, like, Santa
Nice.
hats, and that was really neat because it was only a few days before that I think they were able to actually be in clothes, because with all the cords and, the different things
Oh,
that
yeah.
they have, it was a while before we could put them in a onesie or
Oh.
anything like that.
The things you never think of.
Exactly.
Seriously.
So just that small touch of even coming in and seeing them in the Santa hats.
Because it's already tough enough to come, but at the holiday,
Yeah.
that's not how you plan to spend your
it's not
first
how
Christmas.
You plan baby's first Christmas.
And they're having a birthday on Monday, right?
Yes.
The 11th, that's right. You guys are going to be 5?
Yeah.
Yeah! That's 5. Now, I have to be honest. You would never know in a million years that they were 7 weeks premature. They look like the healthiest 5-year-olds that you ever run into. What did they weigh when they were born?
They were 5 pounds 3 ounces and 5 pounds 4 ounces.
That's little.
So
That's little.
Yeah, that's super little.
Your
big
to-go
when they're
food
both in
has
the
weight
same
more
building.
than that.
Can you share with us what the period, the first several weeks for you guys as mom and dad? What was that?
What are the concerns?
Yeah, what was that like?
do you want to talk?
The major concern was first is that my wife Katie couldn't actually really hold the boys once they were born. So
Oh.
That
when
has to
they're,
be
when
hard.
they're that early, they're rushed right to the
They
NICU unit and they're
take
put
you.
into the chamber and everything like that. So that's really rough on a mom. So
Absolutely.
not to be able to do that.
Let's not
And-
forget about dad too.
And it is,
And
you know,
that's-
at least Dad got to see them.
Dad,
so,
I didn't think about that. Okay, never mind.
So we were able to get Mom in there a little while after they were born, but we kind of pushed her limits at that point too. So Mom had a couple other things she had to deal with after that too, with everything she had going on.
Yeah.
So not only is she dealing her own problems after having the boys,
Wondering
but-
where the boys
Right.
are and
yeah,
how the boys
because
are.
Mom was a rock star. One was natural and one was a C-section.
Oh, man.
So
Did you guys hear that? This woman had a natural birth and a C-section the same time.
Wow.
That is, I don't know that I've
Count
ever
me
heard
out.
I don't know that I've ever heard of that
I don't
happening.
think I
but
have either.
I mean, it has to happen sometimes.
Our doctor said it was a first for him,
yes.
I think, and he's actually retiring soon. So he had
You retired him?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I've seen it all. Retired.
Everything.
That's really strange. So one was able to come natural, but then
What? Yeah. What
other
was,
one was
what was the
sideways,
reason for
or-
the
So
C-section?
he was sideways and high. So
Oh.
when they would have to bring him down, there's a possibility of him drowning
Right.
in the fluids.
I never think about it. Yeah.
So
so
it
many
takes-
things to think
The cool
about.
thing about that is, it takes 30 minutes to do that because they're 30 minutes apart. They're 31 minutes apart. so-
Who's older?
so Lennon's older. Oh, you're older. All right.
Batman was the big mover.
Batman, yeah. So
awesome.
so the boys get continued care here at Johns Hopkins All-Children's Hospital. If you had to pick one thing that's happened with you, your experience so far that sets it apart from any other hospital that you may have ever had to deal with, what would you say it is?
I think, honestly, the biggest thing that we had after the fact was Logan having to get a hearing aid.
I was just reading
yeah.
about that. What's
Was that part of the prematureness?
He's like, that's not even a word.
Yes, it is.
So we're really not sure. He has a nerve that just doesn't fire, so it could be.
Or it could have happened
or
anyway,
it
right.
could be something that he would have had anyways. So
Is his other ear Like,
Yeah,
does
the other
fine?
ear is
Okay,
totally
all right.
fine. So that's kind of a scary thing to find out, after the fact. We're done with the NICU. We think we're home stretched. They're healthy. And then we find out that he's going to need a piece of equipment. And the doctors and the nurses that we saw up here just really changed the game for us.
bet.
I don't know, hey, buddy, what do you call your ear?
Magic ear.
Magic
Your
ear?
magic ear?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's his magic ear, and I think could be situations where it could have been a scary experience
Sure.
or something that.
But not here.
And here it's been fun ever. He wears it, he's proud of it, he shows it off to people, and he loves coming up here to see his doctor.
It's nice to know that this is here to come to. That's for
Yes.
sure.
So I'm reading here that they both are kind of like wanting to be on Dancing with the Stars at some point. They're both big dancers.
Yes, they have found their home at Dance Marathon.
Can you dance? Can you dance for us?
And obviously they're also into some sort of racing events. Are they like big runners?
Race mom and dad?
Yeah, so it was actually kind of neat. I took up running after they were born, and it was the first year that Children's Miracle Network was the sponsor of the Disney Princess Half Marathon. So I ran as a fundraising runner, began pushing them in the stroller all the time, and now they are their own fundraising runners, and they raise
man.
money for the hospital as well through running.
So the entire family is very active in raising money for Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. All those were real words.
He thinks you're funny. At least somebody does.
I am hilarious. So they run around all over the place. They're very active. They're very healthy. They're going to be good.
He's Ryan. About every 3 minutes.
Easy audience.
Burst out.
I love an easy audience. I know. Katie and John, thank you so much for bringing both the boys out. They're
They're awesome.
jewels.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Batman and Spider-Man, everybody. Become a monthly miracle maker today to make sure that kids like Logan and Lennon can not only survive but thrive. I mean, there was a time, not that long ago where two twins, 7 weeks early.
You might
twins
not
is
have
word.
the same result.
You might not, and there's a pretty good chance that you're not going to have the same result. So let's make sure that not only that Logan and Lennon continue to thrive and continue to do awesome like they are right now, that the other kids that might be 7 weeks premature continue to get the same thing, and they can survive and be awesome too. So thank you very much. Katie and John and Logan and Lennon, heck, thank you for bringing it by. Let's see you guys next year as well. You're welcome. 1-800-270-8642. 1-800-270-8642 is that phone number. Become a monthly miracle maker and make it all happen. It's Norm. We are live at Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital for U.S. 1035 Cares for Kids Radiothon.